We're live.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Hello, Monday. Happy Monday.
Everybody have a good weekend?
How's everyone doing? Steph, you were camping this
another
weekend.
week. I did
No,
go camping.
No
tax
squirrels.
squirrels. No. We were more out in open, our campsite this time.
That's good.
Ton of hiking.
Ton of hiking. It was awesome.
What did you guys all do this weekend? Somebody comment below. We want to hear from you guys.
If you have a chance, I don't know. You subscribe to TikTok? You follow.
Follow.
TikTok.
We're on TikTok now.
Yeah. We were making apple juice for hard cider this weekend, and there's a TikTok video up along with pizza oven pizzas. And I'm not sure if Tim follows us or likes us or watches on Facebook, but my mom happened to make homemade chorizo on Saturday. Total fluke. We're gonna try it. We'll get a recipe out there. That's our lunch today, is a homemade chorizo and eggs and a couple of veggies, some avocado. We'll get a video.
We'll
recipe
share that
out.
video for you guys.
Yeah. Let you know how it goes.
Yeah, good going.
All right, May's shuffling away
Shuffling
over there.
away. I'm getting a lot of good readings today.
I'll start with the oil this morning. We're going to talk about eucalyptus. Seems very fitting. Taking deep breaths. Great for those lungs. On the bottle, it says, it's a seasonal challenges. It's a great one. Support system in a bottle. It has lots of anti-inflammatory properties. It's great for respiratory health support. By diffusing it, breathing it in, just take a bottle and just sniff it if you have any congestion anywhere. It also is good if you apply it to the skin to ease sore muscles, which I might be using that today.
Works great in the sauna.
Yeah, it's great at opening the pores and opening any pathways. Just like instant relief from that one.
Yeah, definitely need that going
snow.
into winter here. Stuffy noses and whatnot. Alrighty, the card we've got today is Cordelia. Thank you. She says, go outside. Let's see.
With the weather we've been having?
Yeah, right? Alrighty. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Being cooped up is not the natural way for inhabitants of this exciting planet to live. Believe me, there's plenty to see and experience when you exit your four walls and a roof. A daily venture outside will not only revive your spirit and soul, it will give you hope and faith in this planet's very existence and future. You'll see all of the goodness that's in store within nature. The flowers ready to unfurl, the leaves that are sprouting, the birds that hop about, and even the wind that affectionately caresses you. Don't let another day go by without stepping outdoors into this most entertaining and exciting of environments. Awesome.
Perfect time of year for it.
Perfect time. Yeah, get outside. Don't live in fear. You'll get a lot more perspective when you head out of your house, out of your head, and just live and be.
Lower your stress level, which boosts immunity.
I find being out in nature like the most therapeutic and healing thing ever for myself.
Mind
like
clearing.
This weekend was so just take in everything.
Yeah, and going outside, I feel like is one of those things that for a lot of people, myself included, I don't think you, but it's hard to almost make yourself do it. But not once will you ever regret
doing it once you get through that. Once. Yeah. You're like, why don't I do this more often?
Yeah, you almost have to be out all seasons, though, to be able to be out in winter also. So
Right.
get out now so you have that weird body can
momentum.
acclimate, and then it's not like a shock to the system, and then you don't want to go out at all.
Right.
There's along the lines of polyvagal reset, one of the ways to reset your vagus nerve is like that cold shock, so cold water, but also
Perfect for Minnesotans.
Oh yeah. And right now, like you're all tucked in nice in bed in the morning, and it's like what 40? It's down to like 40.
It's in the 40s, yeah.
Well, because Freya needed to go outside, Like literally,
It was
like,
cold
whoa.
this morning. I
Stepped
noticed
out
that
in it
too.
and got that reset, and yeah. So do if
That's
you
a hard one. That one takes practice to be your system to be willing to do that. I
Yes.
just think like in the morning, you're wrapped in bed and you're like, okay,
It
it
feels
takes
so
every like
good.
ounce of energy to like take that step up.
Yeah.
Like,
But
okay,
the same
can
thing,
I
you don't
do?
regret it.
No,
You never
no.
regret that. Yeah. The one of the other polyvagal resets is the cold shower,
Mhm.
which I think that would be along the same lines. So I
Do you do that?
at the end?
Yeah.
I have worked up to like I just would like just put the back of my head like, oh, it's freezing. But
Oh, sorry.
now it kind of feels good, and it's the last thing I do before I get out.
Yeah.
But it's probably even then it's just to rinse conditioner out. So what, 30 seconds maybe? But
That's
Yeah,
so
it
good for your
feels
skin and
good.
hair, though.
Gosh,
yeah, it
I-
feels so good.
Would like to do that.
Skin and hair and Vegas. Every Vegas
Anything,
nerve.
yeah.
And it's a natural way to wake yourself up too. So
Yeah.
that it's not,
That's almost energizing as well. isn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah. That kind of leads me to like my intention from the last couple days and today too is I know there's a famous quote. I don't know what the quote is, but something like, don't wait for motivation.
Mm.
Either you want it or you don't. Something like that, where
Don't wait for it to be the right time.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Moral of the story: don't ever wait for something to be the right time. If
No
if
excuses.
it's going towards your goal, no excuse, do it. If it's not going towards your goal, no excuse, don't do it. Right?
Yep.
Don't wait for
Yeah,
motivation
don't.
to be there to do the things that you need to do to reach your goals. Because motivation is faulty. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Your mind can trick your mind
ego.
Oh.
into anything. So don't let motivation, that is the true art of setting an intention when that motivation doesn't matter. The intention is set, no matter what that is. We've got a cat going crazy.
It's super cute, crazy.
Anyways, that's my message for the day. Don't wait for anything. If you want it, do it. If it serves you, do it, even if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take this as
Good
your
one.
sign. This is your motivation.
Yeah, I agree. There's somebody, I wish I could reference it right away. Tom Bilu had her on one of his podcasts, and she was basically the theory, and there's many different methods out there. It was a matter, I call it 3, 2, 1, but usually I count backwards from 5, like 5, 4. I never get to 3, 2, 1. It's a matter of,
Robbins.
oh, thank you.
Mel Robbins?
So when you get to that,
Oh, that's
yes,
that's
I
Lindsay
like
in
that.
the background. Yeah, but you make a decision like, oh, I forgot. I crawl into bed and I forgot to take my vitamins.
Yes, I
I'm
did
like,
that
I
this
did not.
weekend.
I always, as soon as I hear myself with that tone, I'm
Yeah.
like 5,
Count down
4,
and do
right. And it's like you do for the kids.
Like you parent
Don't
yourself.
make me count to 3.
Yeah.
Right, you do. But it's a trigger and it's a wire for getting up and you never regret
It
it.
works.
You never
And it
regret
really
it.
works.
It does.
It's always
It
something
does.
you
have
need to
wire-
do.
Always.
But don't wait for the motivation because it's not
No,
going to come.
Because it's just gonna get
It's not
further
gonna
and further
talk yourself out of
away.
it.
You'll be
You will
like,
justify
why do I have
to
to
the
do
hardest.
this right now?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? If I skip it, is it really going to matter? Or what's going to happen? It
Slippery
doesn't matter.
slope.
It doesn't matter. It's a slippery slope
It can wait.
that you don't want to start on. You're
Correct.
so right. Because your momentum is momentum. Remember we were talking the other day?
Oh
There's
yeah.
nothing good or there's nothing neutral. Everything's either good or bad. Blessing, curse, positive
Yeah.
or negative. So if it's negative, that gains momentum. If
Yeah.
it's positive,
You don't
that
want that
gains
ball rolling.
momentum. If you're conscious enough to be aware of which way that's going,
Yeah.
then you're responsible enough to make the right decision.
Yeah. Good summary.
It's true.
Really good summary.
Yeah. If you're not, then you need to work on the awareness. That's the first step.
It is.
But if
And
you
a
are aware,
huge
then
step.
it is
It's
a
a
responsibility.
Big step.
If you know better,
Do better. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. I put myself in situations like, what would I do if? And then I go through people that I respect in my life. First of all, what would they do? But then what would I do if they were in that same environment? You know, I'm like, I would want to represent myself well because I want to share that with other people. So then you do something that you, whoa, that's awesome. That you feel you're grounded. You're so grounded right now that you feel you want to portray to them. You know, you want to share with them the better things of life and the be helpful to yourself.
Right.
You know, so I just, if I'm by myself and trying to think of something, should I go for a walk? What would I want to represent to other people?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
What do I want them
Or
to
yeah,
also
what
do?
would
What
you
do I
tell
hope for
them if they were asking you that question?
What do I think is healthy for you? Well, I
Yeah.
should be doing that for myself too. Yeah.
Which really goes to the deep level of like, who is your truest and best self? Who is your highest and best version of you?
Of yourself.
And nobody is ever that at any moment, but you can
Correct.
be that in any moment.
In a continual.
Mhm.
It's not
Perpetual.
ever an endpoint that you can
Right.
arrive at and say, all right, yep.
Here I am.
I'm my best.
I am so great. You know, that's great to say. However, you can never
Yes.
stop
Positive.
introspecting. You can never stop reflecting on everything and where you have to go and everything like that.
And set yourself up for patterns. You know, set yourself up for it to be habitual, to be a pattern, so that it's not that it's work to continually think. It's just it's hardwired into you.
Yeah.
This is where you go. This is
Yeah,
what you
get
do.
to the
That
point where you
positive-
miss it if it doesn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it goes back to the more you know, the better you can be.
What's your word?
Neuroception.
Neuroception. Yes.
Neuroception was my word last week.
Creating neuroception.
Creating, wiring. Once you know how the brain works, once you know how you can manipulate and, work with anything
Create.
you might be predisposed to genetically, and
Yes.
once you know how, that everything is energy and science-based methods of thinking like that, you've got so much control actually that I think you would.
So much creative ability.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And oftentimes we do compare ourselves to other people, but that's part of how you surround yourself by those people that you think are creative. But also how you understand to evolve is not comparing, but watching other people and seeing how other people do that, and then create that immediate pattern for that, something that I appreciate and respect. I'm going to emulate that. And then you do until it becomes wired in you. You know that you have to continue that process.
Yeah. If you want more peace, be more at peace.
And then to come back to the first start of this, it's exponential.
Yeah.
The more you create that, the more you surround yourself with it, the more it becomes easy, the larger that positive grows.
Yeah.
Monday
I don't know
morning.
where we got
We're
off
so
on that.
in
Yeah. Go outside, Cordelia said. Yes, go outside.
There we go.
inside.
And breathe eucalyptus. Yeah, deep inside.
Yeah.
I like that. Nice.
yeah.
Are you gonna show us a vitamin today?
Yes. Do
What
you
are we
have
looking
a
at
hand?
today?
Yes.
It's the same thing, just two
Hydrate.
containers for two different flavors.
Grape and blue raspberry.
And we do have samples here. So Hydrate it's one of those things that we utilize. Have you ever, I'm sick of drinking water and water and water. And I'm not. I just like to get creative about it. But people who don't drink water at all, that's one of the first things I hear them say is, there's no
Don't like
flavor,
it.
there's no... When part of that
These
is...
are soda drinkers.
Yeah, exactly. And I call it...
water can taste so good.
Oh,
Water can taste
Just
so good.
feel your cells just expanding and your brain. Yes.
But there are those people.
There are those people, a little squirrelingness, but I call it the flaming hot Cheeto effect. So why did there need to be flaming hot Cheetos? There were already Cheetos. And so it's a matter of the chemical content of things that aren't food, but things that people eat had to keep getting higher and higher and higher and banking up because you got numb to the chemicals that were in there. And so now there's flaming hot Cheetos. And so people who don't drink, I maybe shouldn't use brand names.
I was like, oh, God, we're gonna get a cease and desist. So
It's already out there.
so,
So I think people who actually have their taste buds either numbed or hyper exposed to chemicals like that, water doesn't have a flavor and it doesn't have effect. And then we go and we say, throw in some lemon slices, lime slices, fruit. great to drink water and great at our level for fun, but people who are, I'm not going to say brand names of pop drinkers, soda drinkers, they need, their version is, shoot, I got to use another one. I'm sorry, I'm doing it. The other one that I hear often is then they go to Crystal Light. And isn't that healthy? Not necessarily going to comment on that other than don't put chemicals in your system. It's not food, it's not food. Your body doesn't recognize it. So what Hydrate is the non-chemical version of, won't say this one, of an electrolyte drink that you can, of many of them, that you can put into your system that triggers that taste bud sense to help you get into the habit of drinking water. Same thing, you can make popsicles out of this, but this is a really good one for kids because kids are so
got
used
a lot
to
of
things.
flavor.
Yeah, they're used
Definitely
to
has a lot of
juice.
flavor.
Yeah, and here's your alternative. But it's also a really good recovery drink. So after any type of exercising, there's some taurine in it. There's a ton of good electrolyte refilling. That's why it's called Hydrate. Hydrate your body. We do have samples here that are, I don't know, like $1.50. So if you just want to try it out to see which flavor you like or to see if you like it at all, I like the samples because they're just in a little slip. Can you grab one?
Yeah.
And you can have them in your purse, in your vehicle, in your backpack, anywhere. And you just rip off the top, put it in a bottle of water. Yeah, so you can have these with you all the time, which is great for, like I said, for hydrating. And kind of a neat way to get some flavor into that water if you need that.
Yeah.
But yeah, still hydrating your system. Many people think like, oh, I drank coffee today, I drank my soda, I drank this juice, and like that all has water in it. It does not hydrate you.
And coffee
Most of them
actually
have
diuretic,
reverse
so,
effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liquids does not mean water. If there's
Correct.
water in it, but it's not water, that doesn't count as water.
It does not work the same within your system.
Yeah.
And water is so important for detoxifying. And actually the Hydrate has some detoxifiers in it. So it does help with the daily detox the junk out of your system.
So as we're saying that, so how, if that wouldn't count necessarily, would that count as a glass of water you would drink in the day, or
This.
Yes and no. In your example, I'll pick one. Coffee doesn't count the same as water. Coffee a little worse because it dehydrates you. It flushes water out of your system. But the Hydrate, so the amount of content, so a cup of Hydrate, cup of water, well, you're actually utilizing all of this just because of the elements within Hydrate. It's hydrating your body. And so you have to drink 2 cups of water in comparison. So it doesn't necessarily take away just because I'm not doing a 1-for-1 exactly. I'm generalizing. But so it does get that, you can do it as an exchange for water. We always recommend water.
yeah.
Does that answer?
Yeah, so how many, just 1 packet a day would be enough to hydrate?
You can do, well, it depends on how much water you put in. So 2 packets a day would equal the amount of water you need to put in, but that we're talking like 16 to 20 ounces. I don't like it as thick as it is. So when I do it in 32 ounces, and I like that because I'm not a sweet and I don't like that overly. It's not thick at all. It dissolves really well, but it's meant to be in like that 16 to 20 ounce water, and you do 2 of those. But
Okay. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good alternative, especially for kids, because I see a lot of
Yeah.
babies, toddlers with
Crazy juice. A lot of
juice and pop even sometimes.
Yeah, I see that also.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
just because it's
good,
caffeine free, and then that's kind of the justification, but that's not.
Doesn't make
No.
it better.
No.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
it better.
and an easy transition for people that are trying to get off of pop or coffee. It's an easy transition for trying to get people to drink more water.
Yeah, it's a good step.
It
It's the
is,
next
yeah.
step.
We'll put a link in the YouTube. We'll put a link below the YouTube for you if you want to check it out or get more information on it. Our dog. Got anything else? No? What?
I think that's good. I think that's
Well, as always, if you would like a card pulled,
Oh, we've got our
We're excellent.
we've got our YouTube viewer here. We're gonna do a card pull for them. If anybody on Facebook wants a card for them, comment
Yep.
below.
Yep.
Oh,
Love to always
Sai,
popped.
this is the card that we picked for you the first time.
Seriously. So you must not be listening to the message, and you maybe need to.
We got
Oh,
Sarasvati
yeah.
again. Did you pick up something artistic yet? Pranavi might want you to do something artistic.
Yes.
I'll pull another card for you though, Sai, because I know you got that message before.
But continue.
But continues.
It's there for a reason.
Isn't this the one that we got too?
Which
We just got this one last time for Sai too, didn't we?
Oh God.
You're I just got these two for it. Sai, these are the ones that we picked for you today.
Continually pick.
We have both of these for you already. That's awesome.
They are the same one.
They're the same
Yeah.
one.
This first one.
This deck is good about continuing to
That
reinforce the
means
message.
something.
It does. Yeah, really
There you go.
important.
Okay. Here's a new addition, Sai.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Facebook.
Powerful.
We got Callie. Okay.
The endings and beginnings.
The old must be released so that the new can enter. So I'm not quite sure. I know that's what I said, Sai. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
You must need to hear the message again. So let me read
Yeah.
Callie for you, okay?
Pretty good.
And like all of these messages, like anything oracle, this is really a lot of up to you for your perception and to decide if anything resonates. If anything kind of pops up in your head, just go with it, reflect on it, think about it a little bit more, okay? Okay, Callie says, the old must be released so that the new can enter. I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never-ending celebration of life itself. Join this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weavings of the story of your life. Do not fear what appears to be a change or a loss. It's only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you're alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. Various meanings can be your current changes are for the best. Keep your thoughts positive as they're very powerful. What appears to be a loss is really the beginning of a new happy phase. Let the past go. It's time to move on. Okay, Sai.
I think that kind of answers some of your questions. So put that all into perspective, take all of that information that it's a repeated message, and then listen to Kali for direct decisions that you were asking today is where I would go with that information.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I think that's all for today.
Thanks for listening to
thanks
us,
for
watching us.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Have
a
an
great
awesome
day.
week. See you Wednesday.
Bye.